Hi, Phil here from customer service, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble our Cottage rocker. But before we do that, a few notes. First of all, this rocker is actually made in the USA, and on some of the colors that are available, this is the red right here, but it's also available in a black, white, a stain, green, and walnut color as well. One note on it too is it actually has a weather resistant finish, so it can actually be used indoors or outdoors. Okay, and at this moment right now, if you don't happen to have the information already, you can actually go on to our web page, go back there, go to instructions, and you can actually print how to assemble our Cottage rocker. And then you'll have the information. So if you want to stop it for a moment, you'll be able to read the same sheet I have. Okay, I wanted to go over with you, as we have on our sheet, it has the parts. So I want to review what we have here. Okay, you'll see we have the chair back, we have the chair front, which is this piece right here. We have the seat, we have two side spindles. We have two side spindles that are already attached right here, which we'll go over in a little bit. We have the two runners, two rocker runners right there. We have a left and a right arm here. You'll have a glue tube, and then there's a set of small nails. Of course, we've used those already for the purposes of just doing this. Already used the 4 nails to partially assemble this. We'll go over that in a little bit, what we've done. And then last you'll see the 2 sets of screws. Now, one is 1 3/4 right here, which are a bit longer right there. And then we have the smaller set screws, 1.5-inch screws. And now as far as the tools that are required for assembly, you have the hammer, which would be used, of course, for just hammering the nails, the 4 nails, which we'll go over in a little bit. You have your mallet, and you have a Phillips head screwdriver right there. And of course, you also have your glue, which you'd be able to put a nice portion of the glue in the dowel in there just to really keep it secure. Okay, so the next process is we're referring to the steps you'll see, and you notice the step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I think there's a total of 7 steps. But what we've done for the purposes of our video right here, we've got to jump on the first 2 steps. So I'm going to show you what we have here. We can go backwards a bit. Keep in mind, when you have the chair, you're just going to have your back right here. It's going to be flat, and you'll have your 2 spindles. And what we've already done here is we've attached the 2 spindles here on the back to the front, which would be flat right in there. And that's all we have as far as steps 1 and 2. Okay, and now we're going to demonstrate step 3. Please disregard about the runners. We'll be going over that in just a few moments. But let's take a look at the next process, which is actually attaching the seat. And of course, for this step right there, you have your seat and your 2 spindles. You'll notice on the spindles there's a large hole and a small hole. For the purpose of this part, we're actually going to have the larger holes on the bottom, which you'll be able to do once you get your spindles in. Simply put them like this, okay? And this other spindle here, you'll see, putting in right here. And you'll just adjust this here a little bit. And you want to just work with it a little bit so they'll be aligned when you put the seat on. Okay, you'll see what I mean in just a moment when we take the seat right here, and you just want to line the seat up right here. And what we're working on right here is we're going to have the holes with the seat are going to align actually with the holes of the spindle. probably be a slight angle, but you'll see we're taking our 1.5 inch right here. I'm just going to start right here on both of these. Actually, I'm going to put this right in here. And as we actually put the final touches on step number 3, you'll see you're going to be tapping down the seed a little bit too. And you're just going to be making sure that it's nice and flush right there on that. And right here as well. And then you will have step 3 all finished. And for step 4, we need you to use your imagination a little bit, because as we mentioned at the beginning, we actually had these attached already. So had this not been attached, you'd be establishing, you know, the front and the rear of your runners. These, of course, the rear right there where they rock right there. But we'd be attaching the runners to secure both the back and the front of the rocker. Of course, this is also a good point to mention too, a good time I should say, whereas where you have the holes, you can also follow the instructions where you can add some glue there as well, which will help attach each piece properly. So right here, you'd be putting in the runners right here, and you'd be using the 4 nails. That's where you have your tools come into play. This is where you could use your hammer. Once you attach the runner right here, you could hammer a nail down over here, and then there are nails here, and on the other side there's a nail here, and right here I am holding a nail at this point where my hand is. And then of course the mallet comes into play, and to just will help you just make sure everything's aligned properly. You can use your mallet as a guide in the process as well. And for step 5 and 6, we'll have the chair on all 4s like this. You'll see, as I've already got a jump, I've put the one arm left, actually it's the right arm already, and I'm going to put the left arm there too. So you'll have, what I have left now actually is 2 screws and my left arm. You have your hole, your dowel right there. Again, remember following instructions, you put some glue in there, but in this case I'm just going to put this right in the slot right like that, and put it where the hole is there. And then this is a point where if you want, you could use your mallet to angle it in, but I don't even use a mallet. I just push them together, and then you have 2 screws. You'll have a screw in the rear and the front right here. I'm going to demonstrate just the beginning of it a little bit. I might not get the screw in all the way just for this demonstration, but just to show you right there, your screw will go in the back right here. We'll get that started, and in a moment when we do our final spot, you'll see I'll have that all the way screwed in here, and then right in here, if you could see, I have my screw here, and that will line in like this. And again, just for the purpose of this demonstration, I may not actually get this in all the way, but we'll just show you. Now that we have it assembled, we'll turn this up so you can see what it looks like. And as you can see, I'm sitting now in our assembled Cottage rocker. And a few notes I just wanted to reiterate with you. It is actually made of sturdy ash and a hickory wood. It's weather resistant, which means it's perfectly fine for outdoor use on your patio or outdoor deck, along with, of course, indoor. It's got a wood slat back and contoured seating, which actually adds not only to the beauty but to the comfort of this rocker as well. Colors, it is available besides this red color. It's available in a black, green, stain, walnut, and white. And finally, as we can possibly pan over a little bit, you can see this is our Cottage table, which we feature, which really makes a very nice mix and match, especially for your outdoor patio. And as a final note, we've just added on our website a nice selection of chair cushions, which actually complement the rocker quite nicely. We have featured right here our black and floral, but you'll have a chance to make a nice selection. As I mentioned before, this has such nice contour seating. You're really in great shape either way. You're going to really get some great enjoyment from your American-made cottage rocker.